My notes say her mother is Clocky.
Yeah, her clocky mother, who loves Marcello, right? Yeah. There's a bit of a sort of like social climbing thing going on here, but she's like, you know, very, very keen for her sort of her daughter to be married to this guy.
My notes say my clocky mother cooked spaghetti.
Yeah, hard smash cut to eating spaghetti, which very funny. Sorry about that.
She cooked a pasta.
Do be cooking the pasta though.
There's a great little shot of the maid who like took the flowers from him in the first instance, and with a kind of like really sort of like taken expression for a second, eavesdropping on them eating the leftover pasta out of the bowl, like leaning against the door, which is really nice, just as a little domestic detail. But so the clocky mum is like, I'm so excited for you to get married, but we've just had this like poison pen letter, and all the blood instantly drains out of this man's
we've
face.
had an anonymous letter for you to come here, and he's like, oh shit, they're gonna find out I'm a fucking fascist flunky. Oh fuck, oh god.
It's not even the fascism thing. There is a terrible secret in this man that we don't know yet. But
it turns out, right, that instead it's a letter about his dad being in like a mental institution, and the relief on this guy's face when he hears that is it's telling, it's humorous. It's like this guy hears his dad's in a mental hospital and he's like, oh, thank God.
So the poison pen letter says, it's anonymous, saying, don't let your daughter marry Marcello because his father is in a mental asylum with syphilis, which is inheritable. And I guess some important context is that, like, in a fascist society, like if somebody had like syphilis now, we'd be like, oh, like that sucks, but like you can get treatment for that. In this context, syphilis is like dysgenic, which is to say it's like inheritable. It's like bad eugenics. So they would look on that as being immoral, basically, and like bad for the race.
There is a eugenic line that is much darker than it's treated, because it's just like dinner conversation, where he says, oh, you know, I'd be happy to go and get like, you know, a medical test to prove that I don't have syphilis, you know, and you know, in Germany it's mandatory even, and it's like, yeah, I bet it fucking is. But yeah, so he agrees to this, and that like is hugely relieved, and he also agrees to go and take confession, even though he doesn't. He's not a Christian. And Julia says quite sort of like in a blasé way, like, oh, whatever, you know, like 90% of people in church don't believe it, including the priests.
Yeah, so you got to do a confession.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to be in a state of grace, so you have to go and take confession.
Sorry, I just started laughing mid-sentence there because I read my note that was the worst part of living under Mussolini is the state dictated when your Dolmio day was.
You see, nothing gets in the way of Dolmio day. When's your Dolmio day?
Hard cut to the pastor.
Those fascist puppets.
Citizen, where are your meatballs?
European dictatorship, but Marcello is the only human.
Sorry, no.
We're not going back to puppets.
The Dolmio Day joke has just ruined me. I'm sorry.